I know after you watching that day one gameplay that you want to see this build, so we're just going to get right into it. It's not the 60 overall, trust, it's a 78 overall. I'm on a budget this year. I have no VC to purchase anything on my build. So getting into it, I'm going to show you two different versions of this video. The first one I'm going to show you is the one I've got here, the 6.9, and then I'm going to show you the 6.10. Now, I haven't made the 6.10, so just a warning, it's going to be unreliable. It might not be, the 6.10 might not be as viable as the 6.9. I'm not sure about that. I was going to make the 6.10, but I made 6.9. Unfortunately, I ain't got a lot of money to test those builds, but lucky you got some other YouTubers for that, so they can help you out. We'll start with the 6.9. I'm just going to make it completely fresh for you, just so it's easier. Like, you're creating this build from scratch. And there was no good NBA templates for this, but you want to go, I figured out that with power forward, the way I made my build, there's two different sort of versions of the 6.9. I wanted to go for that silver rebound chaser, but in the end I ended up going for the lower weight, so I could have better defense with fast feet. And I think there was another badge, I think it was clamps or something, so I'll show you that one now. Okay, so here we go. So you want to go 6'9", 200 LBS, and we went with 6'11 wingspan, and you can see in the S tier badges we don't have rebound chaser on bronze. So this is the choice I had to make. I was either going to go silver rebound chaser and no fast feet. I think there was another badge too. So you need to go up to 214 to get silver rebound chaser, and you lose that fast feet on bronze. So I went with the 200. I'll show you the 200 first, and then we should just be able to easily switch to 214 and show the other version. So here, I'll start with the finishing because it's the closest one. You want to go 70 driving layup, 60 close shot. We'll just whip through this kind of quick. 86 dunk. So you want to max 83. We'll do that. Max 83 at 85. That gives you gold catch and shoot. But once you put this mid range to a 90, so you'll be a pull up mid range demon. You can see that you get the gold Deadeye and the Hall of Fame open looks. Now, I haven't tested any of these badges really. I've only tested them on bronze, so I don't really know what I'm talking about here. I'm just going to be talking out of my own ass. But just Hall of Fame, the fact of having Hall of Fame like open look, magician, green machine, like all these badges because of the 90 mid range. They heavily nerfed stretches this year. I couldn't get high. I couldn't really get higher than an 85-3 unless I went midget arms. Now 80 ball handle. This is another reason for me going 6'9". The 6'10 did not have 80 ball handle, so that's another reason I went for this. Now my first version of this build had 80 pass. Max out speed with ball, get down to the physicals, we'll go 90, 93 stamina, that's the threshold for silver handles for days, which is the only stamina badge you can really get for workhorse. Vertical, we bumped this up to a 70, I was going to say 75, that's why I said it like that. But 70, you want to max out the strength for that silver bulldozer, Hall of Fame physical handles, just what you want. So you're actually a really good defender on this build. I feel like it's a jack of all trades with this build. And that's why I made it, because that's sort of my playstyle. Now we want just enough speed, so we want 75 speed to get speed booster. You can go 80 speed if you want, but you have to sacrifice some defensive ratings. So 75 is what I did for mine. I did the bare minimum. I believe hyperdriver's 75 speed with ball, which you can't get on this time. So I probably could have went lower on there. So you could even probably go lower on the weight than I did. And we did 72 steel, which we know by now from this builder that's enough to get the bronze, all the bronze stealing badges, which will just help you play some better defense. 70 interior, and we had maxed out the defensive rebound, and then the rest on offensive rebound. Now, the reason my offensive rebounding is so low is because this is the 80 speed version build. So if you want 80 speed, go with this version. But if you want because this doesn't change any badges having 80 speed, it's just the fact that you're faster off the ball. Because acceleration is your on-ball speed, and speed's your off-ball speed. Running up and down the court. I found that 75 is enough, because I maxed that out on my 70 overall. I found it is enough, but 80 could potentially be really good. And then I put the rest on offensive rebounding, and I'm pretty sure I did free throw or stamina. This doesn't really matter too much, you're only getting a little bit extra. I think I put it on stamina, because free throw is not as important for me as a park player. Posterizer, which isn't that significant. Silver precision dunker, silver slithery, but these are the big ones. We got just enough driving dunk to get 2-step and spin cycle Hall of Fame, and also bunny too, because that's a 86 dunk. You can see it goes down when I put down the dunk. Now, if you want to go for contact dunks, you have to sacrifice. So we'll go back to 93 stamina, because that's the bare minimum you need. You don't want to put strength down really, because you don't get that bulldozer, but honestly, I don't even know if Bulldozer is a viable badge this year. I haven't seen enough out of it. You can sacrifice a bit of block because you can go down to 77 before you lose that bronze anchor. So if you want to go that way, you can and get the 87 dunk for... Oh, yeah, it's not even silver posterizer because you have to get your vertical to 75. So you have to sacrifice a little bit too much. That's why I didn't go for it. 94 on the stamina. So this is the build right here. You end up getting 3-level threat as the name, which there's a few builds. I think the ones I've seen the most are floor spacing slasher and 3-level threat. I've seen some sort of rare builds, but I feel like this one's pretty unique. You get those gold shooting badges, and you get Hall of Fame open looks, which I think is going to be deadly. You can like shoot over anyone, unless they're like 6'10", of course. Then you get no problems. But I think it's a true KD build. Obviously the arms could be a bit longer, but if you sacrifice that, you can't get the 85-3. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly show you the 6'10" build. So at 6'10", you want to go 6'11" wingspan. You could almost go 7 foot probably. I haven't tested this probably enough as I should have, but if you go the 7 foot wingspan, you don't get limitless range on bronze, which I don't know if that's really that big of a deal, but I feel like since limitless range is good this year, it's probably a good idea to go for this. Actually, it's 218 for the 6'10", so we'll go with this. We'll have to tweak some things again, but it's basically the exact same build except it's just 1 inch taller. Now think about this, you do get big driver, which I obviously haven't tested either, so I don't know if that's any good. But the ball handling and the speed is just a little bit lower. The defense is pretty much the exact same, and you can get 83 rebound for the silver rebound chaser, and pogo stick too, because of the vertical. But go 84 strength again, because for bulldozer, you need 92 strength for gold, which we ain't getting. And 93 stam again, and it's basically the exact same. Max out this, and you have a little bit more points to play around with. So you can probably go for 87 dunk. You have a bit higher standing dunk as well, which is always nice. So as you can see, the 6'10" has more leftover attributes by the end of it, so it's better for being more all around, because they seem to make taller players a bit more viable this year. You have a few more attributes to play around with, but the main reason I didn't make the 6'10" build was for this 80 ball handle. So you can get physical handles, you can get handles for days, you just get more sort of like speed, more dribbles, because I didn't really know the difference between a 76 and an 80 ball handle until I started playing the game, but I think 80 ball handle is the way to go. So make this build if you're more of a twos player, and the other build's probably more threes, I would say. But both builds are viable in their own way. Both will be good. Both will be really good in either game mode. So don't let that justify the decision. But yeah, even just something like this, like 90 dunk, 88 block, looking pretty good across the board. And then just put the rest on stamina or free throw, whatever you'd like. So that's the build video. I'll actually see what the build name is, because it might still be 3-level threat. Like, let's be real. So if you want more of an ISO build, make the 6'9" for the 80 ball handle. If you want more of a traditional big man, 76 ball handle is still good. You can still dribble with that. But if you want more of a, yeah, still 3-level threat. So 6'9" for more ISO, 6'10" for more traditional big man, better rebounds, that sort of thing. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I will be posting some gameplay soon enough. Peace out.